This is going to be a real brief one. I just want to do a follow-up to the video I just recently put out about Abyssal Deadspaces. I decided I wanted to try it in a frigate this time. So I took my, what is this called again? My Punisher out, my Tech 1 frigate. Nothing special about it. The only thing I added was I put in some Imperial Navy bullets, because I can't do Tech 2 yet. Nothing fancy, nothing Tech 2. And I wanted to see if doing these Abyssal Deadspaces as a single person in a frigate or destroyer was going to be any harder, more rewarding, more punishing, whatever it was. I just tried it because I wanted to see if it would work, what would happen. It was significantly easier. So I just want to jump in to see if maybe this was a fluke or not, but I'm going to jump in and do it really quick myself. Same one as I did with my cruiser, Tranquil Firestorm, but this time I'm in a significantly smaller and significantly cheaper ship. And I found it so much simpler. So I'm just going to jump over to this guy. Not sure if I'll just skip ahead to show this, if I'll just make this like a quick little 4-minute video or whatnot. But it was so much easier. So much easier to do it. And look, there's no more enemies. There's still one enemy. There's still only one can. But I found, and I'll see if it's the same, that there was so much more loot in this one. So same enemies, but they're easier because I'm in a frigate, but triple the loot. I already did it once, but I made sure I didn't do the stupid thing. I didn't leave my cargo hold full of stuff. I dropped it off at a station in case I put my foot in my mouth and get myself killed here. But look at that. Compared to my first run that you saw me do, I was just struggling through it, and now I'm able to hit him. I'm easily getting through and having no issues. And since this is a Firestorm one, armor, hit point, thermal resistance, yeah, so I'm not having any issues here. So I'll bat through this guy as quick as I can, jump over, open that box up, and it's been so much simpler, or at least that one time. So I'm going to see if the same thing is. So I have a completely empty cargo hold. We'll see how much I get by the end of this, how much money. I think from here, I'll probably skip through now, and we'll see how much time I have left in the top left, how long it took me, to how much I got comparative to the last one. But I may be taking it back, where I said, this is not a good thing for new players to do. Well, it might not be a good thing for new players in a cruiser. But if they're able to do it in a frigate, which I can, I don't have that many skill points. I showed, I just have Tech 1 equipment. I certainly don't have any implants because my pod got destroyed in one of these. So a new player could certainly do it. Look at that, there, I got through it. Didn't get my armor down too far. So yeah, I'll zip through from here. We'll see how long it takes, see what kind of loot I get in the end compared to last time, and maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe this could be something for new players. Alright, so I'm just finishing it up here, and I even got put up against, it was one of these enemies each time. They were doing significant thermal damage, which I'm in a Firestorm one, so they were doing thermal damage, and did extra thermal damage because of the one I'm in. I still tanked it, no problem. In my frigate, I killed them, no problem with my frigate. They had heavy armor tanks because of this, but it was easy. So I'm just about to take it out right now. I'm only going to hit about the 10-minute mark by the time I destroy this and get through the gate, and we'll see how much loot I've got. So I had that empty hold, as you saw before, and obviously I've seen what I've been picking up, and it's significantly more than what I was getting in the cruiser. A more expensive ship. It seems very backwards. And I know some people might be hearing this of thinking well, because I don't know how long this thing has been around for, but thinking no, this is how it's supposed to be, this is how it should be, blah, blah, blah. But some things, it should be accessible to new players, or it should have an idea for new players. And new players are going to have frigates before they have destroyers, before they have cruisers. And it should be accessible to them. There should be stuff for new players. We want them to do exciting content like this, so they stick around. More new players in an MMO, especially a sandbox PvP one like Eve, new players is a good thing. Alright, so that was it. 10 minutes. it took me. So in 10 minutes as a new player, and this cargo hold was empty, 3 million ISK in 10 minutes. As a new player, 3 million ISK, 10 minutes. So in an hour, times that by 6 is an uncountable number. Yeah, so I take it back. I was saying that this wasn't for new players. It absolutely is for new players. Just not the way you'd think it is. So if you're a new player and you want to do this, seriously, do the frigate one or do the destroyer one. You just need to have 3 of these together. 3 of these together, activate it. It'll ask you if you want what you want to be. Choose frigate or destroyer, depending what you are. And you just form a fleet with yourself. And to do that, oh God, how do I get out of my fleet? Okay, so to do that, I just right-clicked on myself, pilot, me, form a fleet with myself. And I don't know what any of this is. Yeah, I just formed a fleet with myself, and then I was able to jump in and do it. And I made 3 times the amount of ISK, took me less time, and it was easier. So yeah, I take it back. New players, absolutely try it in a frigate. Just do it. I have nothing special on my ship. This is the same thing I was running missions in. Nothing crazy at all. So that's it for me. See you out there.